Hi Sag, welcome back to our channel. All right guys, look at the cards that are coming out for you right now. I believe today is Friday. Okay, so we have opponent, and we also have the card of dispute. Okay, so obviously there's someone here that you're not seeing eye to eye with, even though this card kind of shows differently, but it feels like you and this person are just not on the same page. There also could be this energy of like walking on eggshells, feeling like you have to maybe censor yourself. Sagittarius, you tend to have a very blunt, honest nature, and maybe you feel like you have been not saying everything that you want to get off your chest, maybe just trying to keep the peace or trying not to step on someone's toes, trying to not maybe even get to a place where you're getting out of character. But there is some dispute that's going to be happening very soon. I feel like things are going to be coming to a head between you and this person. All right, so let's go ahead and do a you versus them. Let's do a you versus them. Let's see where you stand currently and where this person stands currently and what's the mutual energy between you two. And then we're going to talk about what could be transpiring between you and also the outcome. All right, give me some messages. You versus them for Sagittarius and this person who they may have a dispute with. This person who seems to be on opposing sides of Sagittarius. What can you tell me? Give me some messages, please. What can you tell me? All right, give me Sagittarius. Tell me about Sagittarius's current energy right now. All right, and tell me about this person. What's their current energy? Okay. What's the mutual energy right now between these two? What's the mutual energy? All right. Okay. So first and foremost, we do have judgment here. So this could be someone that you've had a second chance with, or recently there could have been some forgiveness, or maybe forgiveness is up in the air. Someone could be waiting for you to forgive them, but it definitely feels like you and this person have fell out before, and this is not your first rodeo with them. Okay. You guys definitely have had some issues in the past, and with that judgment, there's this energy of like, forgiveness, second chances. Also, with judgment being here too, you may feel like there's a higher calling between you and this person that you guys are meant to do together. All right, so I don't know if this is someone that you work with, or this could be a family member, or maybe a good friend, or used to be a good friend, or even a lover. Because with that judgment, it feels like you both are being called to do something. Maybe you guys both have like a soul contract that's going on, or there could be some type of like deeper purpose or deeper meaning that is just really hard to fulfill because you and this person are not seeing eye to eye. All right. What's interesting about you and this person, we do have the Three of Wands. Okay, so there is this energy that both of you guys want, which is to move forward in life. I don't know if this is moving forward together. Maybe that was the goal initially, but this also is just like moving forward in life, being tired of being stuck in the past, being tired of associating to the past, wanting to upgrade and level up your life in a significant way, wanting to have growth in your life, forward movement, forward progress. Three of Wands is also an energy of like really trying to research clarity so that you know what your next steps are going to be, or what next call to action that you're being pushed to do with the Judgment card. For you, your current energy is the Six of Wands, okay? So I feel like you could have like you're stepping into a very confident season. I don't know if you feel this way right now, but there's definitely some confidence that's emanating from you, and it's from this place of reward or recognition. You could have afforded yourself to be put on a pedestal of some sort, okay? Whether you've just been really disciplined for a while and making a lot of strides with that, if you have a lot of accomplishments that are happening in your career right now, if you're making financial strides, if you're just, doing something that was a big goal for you and you're finally reaching it, with that comes you being put on a pedestal. It also comes with a lot of respect and honor. There's something about your reputation being on the good side, being very reputable. And I feel like you really are sitting on top of the world, or you will be very soon, okay? But this is like a big energy of your actions and what you've really committed yourself to up until this point, okay? So you could be getting a lot of reward based off of your hard work, your efforts, whatever you've been doing the last couple of months, whatever you've been doing since the beginning of this year, it's like finally paying off for you, all right? For this person, they have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So still, this person is doing some really great things in their life as well. The only difference is that this person may feel a little behind, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles is like slow progress and maybe feeling like you haven't reached that big moment. You don't feel really heightened at this time. But, again, this person is making things happen behind the scenes with that Knight of Pentacles. They could be showing some type of consistency in their efforts. This person seems to be reliable or a hard worker. And it feels like, maybe this person is reaching for the stars, but they're just not quite there yet. I also get this energy too, Sag, that you've had more time than this person. And not saying like you're at an advantage, but you could be at an advantage because you started earlier. Does that make sense? Feels like you have a head start, but it's because you chose to start something earlier. You chose to maybe trust the process sooner, or you chose to commit yourself to something earlier, or you chose to even maybe like sacrifice something in your life way earlier than this person. So it's not so much that you just are, superseding them and they're just left behind. It's more of those things where I feel like you started earlier, which means that you're going to win earlier, or you're going to have the success that you have afforded yourself earlier than this person, because they also could have been slow to start, especially with that judgment energy. That also has something to do with like decisions, because the universe can call your name all day and all night, but it's about if you have acceptance and you're going to actually step into your calling or step into what's being asked of you. I feel like you did this way earlier than this person. I don't know what that's about. You could be dating this person. Maybe there's like some career things like popping off for you right now, and maybe this person feels like they're a little held back in their career. But I also feel like it has to do with your decisions, okay? You really could have trusted your intuition and made a decision earlier on than whoever this is. And there could be like a little bit of envy towards that, okay? Just being honest with you, there could be a little bit of envy. All right, tell me more about Sag with the Six of Wands. What can you tell me? Tell me about the Six of Wands. All right, and tell me about this person with the Knight of Pentacles. All right. Interesting. Okay, so this has something to do with like sixth house energy. This has something to do with like work or acts of service, or even being a good service to yourself, being a good steward of advantage or blessings that the universe gives you, handling your blessings, your advantages, or even just like little luck that you get along the way, handling it well, being able to maintain that self control, discipline, ritual, routine. Okay, so sixth house energy, Virgo energy, being organized, being responsible. I see that because you guys have craft here. I'm going to cover their private parts. Okay. All right, so we have craft. And this talks about like maybe saving your money. Okay, it says piggy bank clock. Okay, so this could be about like saving, and again, clock and time, really. It feels like you have an advantage, but again, I feel like you started something earlier. Like, for example, if you wake up earlier in the day, you're going to get more done than the person who wakes up later in the day. And that's just what it is, okay? It gives that Virgo energy, even like of Beyonce, when she said like, there's 24 hours in a day and she utilizes as much as she can. So there's something that you started really early. Piggy bank clock talks about how you have invested your time, and then also what are the results of that invested time. We also have repetition here. So you have been doing some type of repetition, maybe longer than this person has. You've been practicing, you've been refining your skill or your craft. Okay, there's something very refined about you right now. We also have shower head. So rinse, repeat, repetitive, doing the same thing over and over again. doing the boring things over and over again. Maybe you really disciplined yourself to start that. Even if it was hard for you, you just made a decision that something had to change, okay? And yeah, you have really devoted yourself to what you wanted. And I feel like you're moving into that season. And again, there's like this very detached, I don't know if detached is the word, but disassociative energy that you may feel when you're in Six of Wands. You may not even notice that you're in the Six of Wands. I feel like, I don't know why I feel that way for some of you. Like you don't even notice that you are getting a lot of reward or recognition. It could be something so new for you as well that you're just not really picking up on the themes or the happenings that are occurring for you. But I feel like based off of when you started something, when you changed maybe your life, if it's that dramatic, okay, definitely talks about how things are unfolding for you now, okay? Your energy is very interesting because, okay, you are in a position of power, obviously. Six of Wands is energy of leadership, it's a Leo card. So you are in a really big position of power. You're also in a position, Sag, where a lot of eyes are on you. You have a lot of visibility right now, okay? A lot of people are watching. Even people you don't think are watching you. And your energy, even in this dispute, as you could be standing your ground against this person, you know, I have to be honest, you have the energy of destructive. Oops, let me cover that coochie. You have the energy of destruction or destructive, okay? So it's like everything that you have sacrificed to become this person who could be on a pedestal, who's on top, who's having a lot of reward and recognition, you have to be very careful to not allow this challenging situation to get you out of character to where you kind of like take away from your moment, okay? And it talks about you possibly being a little childish, maybe in the way that you're reacting, or even your thoughts could be a little childish from all of the work that you put in. It also talks about negative thinking and processing something badly or negatively. It also talks about uncontrollable, you know, energies or feelings that you may feel, being very sharp as well. So there is an energy of like being sharp with your tongue. I mean, Sagittarius is very known for that, being very blunt. Sometimes it can come off as harsh. And it's telling you that your way to move away from this destructive energy that could be trying to come towards you right now is to have control. The same reason that you're successful or you're moving into the success was control. So you have to really stay in that element. For this person, you know, a big part of like maybe why they're feeling so dissatisfied with the slowness of their progress is because this person is a dream chaser. Okay. And we have here dreams. Okay. So this person has a lot of goals. They also could be very imaginative. They could be someone who's like really in the fantasy of their goals or their dreams, but maybe did not take action soon enough or fast enough, okay, or they have a hard time committing to what they're fantasizing about. I did see the Seven of Cups as well, so there's someone here is really like a big dreamer. Someone has a lot of bright ideas, but it's about committing to something to see growth in that area. This person could feel very driven and motivated more than ever to get things done. They could be competing against you as well because we do have opponent here, so that is competition, okay? It talks about this person really wanting abundance and prosperity. They're on go mode right now. And what does it say? Okay, so this person really right now needs to step into their passions, okay? And maybe that's what they're doing. Or maybe that's what they're not doing, okay? That also could be bringing a lot of like envy as well, because maybe you are getting recognized for something that you're actually truly passionate about, but you put discipline behind it, and this person may be doing something that they're not passionate about and still feeling like they're kind of slow, or that they're not having the achievements that they set themselves out to as fast as they think you have, okay? All right, let's go ahead and clarify more and see what's going on. How do you feel about this person, Sag? How does Sag currently feel about this person? How does Sag currently feel about this person? Oh, okay. And how do they currently feel about Sagittarius? How does this person currently feel about Sagittarius? I have a candle burning right now. It's like going crazy, okay? All right, interesting. So for you, you feel the Seven of Wands, you could feel backed into a corner, okay? You may feel like also you don't have a lot of support in the situation. So whether this person is the more popular person, whether this person has more of an advantage than you feel like you do, or you may feel really judged in the situation as well. It feels like you feel backed into a corner where you don't have no choice but to react, okay? Because that's the Seven of Wands. Also, too, I don't know if this is about this person. Well, it is how you feel about them. There's something about proving yourself as well. So maybe this person has doubted you in the past as well, or you feel like you have no choice but to prove yourself in the situation. Maybe even proving your intentions as well, because maybe you and this person are not seeing eye to eye, like they're misreading you. So it's almost like proving yourself, proving your intentions here. You also could feel like you want to push this person away because something could be very hurtful or disrespectful, or you feel betrayed, okay? How this person feels about you, they feel the Three of Pentacles, okay? This person sees you as like someone who is a true partner. They feel like you are reliable and dependable to them in many instances. They feel like also you're making a lot of progress and things feel kind of seamless about your process. Obviously, Sag, you would know better than anyone the trial, the error, the adversity that you go through day to day. But it feels like people, not even just this person, but a lot of people around you may think that you have it good, or that you're at some type of advantage, or, it's very interesting because I always think about the Seven of Wands as like, I don't know if you guys watch tennis, right? But it's always like the underdog. And then if you hear about like during tennis or even during the World Cup, how some of the fans can be very derogatory and be mean and heckle, the athlete. And it's like having to perform and even perform well under all of that pressure and almost wanting to see them fail. If they've had a good run, wanting to see them crack under pressure. So I feel like someone feels like you're at an advantage and they kind of want to see. It's almost like when you do finally reach the top, there could be a lot of people rooting you on as you're trying to ascend, as you're trying to get to the top. But once you get to the top, people want to pull you down and humble you, okay? So you may feel like this person has tried to humble you and you don't like it, all right? But this person sees you as like a team player, someone who's very productive, consistent, reliable. They may see you as someone who has it easy, that your process is more easier than them, that you have some type of advantage of some sort, okay? Let's see what's about to happen between you and them. All right, what is Sagi's next actions towards this person? It's like because maybe they see you doing good, they feel like it's good for you. But I feel like actually things get really hard once you do have that accomplishment to maintain it, to protect it, okay? So someone's just not really cutting you slack is what I feel. All right. What is Sagi's next actions in this situation? What's your next actions? You do have the destructive card here, so hopefully it's not anything destructive. All right. What is this person's next actions in this situation? Okay. All right. First and foremost, I feel like a real honest conversation definitely needs to be had between you and this person. Maybe you feel like you haven't gotten that yet. Again, with judgment, I don't know if some of you guys have already gotten to the part where there has been some type of apology, but it also could feel like it's not authentic, or someone's just not really saying the truth, maybe about how they feel about you, what they want, what they don't want, how they messed up. It feels like someone's just kind of omitting some type of clarity, and it could be really confusing you, or you just don't feel like you guys are getting to the bottom of things. You do have the Ten of Wands here, so it does feel like this has been a really stressful ride between you and this person. Something could also feel very impossible to heal or fix. But I do see justice here. Whoever this person is, or whoever's side, whoever kind of effed up here, whoever needs to take accountability, even if that's both of you, I feel like that is wanted, okay? Especially with the Three of Wands, there's the energy of wanting to move forward and grow together. So I feel like there's a big want of taking accountability, of righting wrongs, of balancing things out, hearing each other out, getting to the bottom of things here with the Justice card. What I see you doing, you are going to be moving forward as the Empress. Okay. And what's interesting with the Empress is someone that, like, obviously is someone that's on a pedestal. Okay. So there's an energy there. You may have a very spoiled attitude moving forward. Okay. You may feel like you are deserving of certain things and you're not going to drop your standards of what you expect. But also, Empress is someone who is very nurturing, who cares, and also someone who generously gives their abundance to whoever they're around. So I feel like you're not gatekeeping whatever it is that you feel like this person could benefit from. All right. If they can benefit from love, if they can benefit from information, knowledge, if they can benefit from wisdom, if they can benefit from, I don't know, even having a listening ear, I feel like you're still giving a lot of generosity towards that. You haven't closed up shop in that way. Okay. For this person, they have the energy of the Six of Swords. This person is really trying to transition to where they are avoiding conflict and doing that intentionally, like not stirring up drama, not stirring up conflict. This person also, too, is trying to leave behind maybe things that are very self-sabotage energy. So if they're like some bad habits, bad environments, bad influences that have really kept them stuck, they're trying to release that so that they can move forward and have a more positive outcome. I feel like this person really wants this moment. Okay, so there is a little bit of envy here, but I don't really feel like this person is jealous, like more so of you, Sag, or like envious in a negative way. It's more so like I really want that for myself, and maybe I have been acting a little weird because of that. I feel a little slowed down. But again, it's almost like if you do have a conversation with this person, maybe you need to like talk about like your beginning and when things change for you, when you finally made that decision to live life a certain way, to be more disciplined, to be more corrective, to be more organized or responsible. Like remind them of the timeline if that's something that you want to move forward with this person, so that they understand like it can happen for them too, but it's going to happen in due time, divine timing, and to stop pocket watching. Okay. I don't know what this is. Tell me about the outcome. What's going to be the outcome between you two? Temperance. Okay. What else? What else can you tell me about the outcome? All right. So we have Temperance here. Temperance is an energy of opposing, it's an energy of bringing together opposing forces. It's duality, okay? So there's something to benefit even from this energy of feeling like you guys are on two different pages or just against each other. Temperance is literally bringing forth, something that's on this side and something that's on that side and bringing it together to have perfect balance. So I do feel like you and this person are going to get back into balance, especially because Temperance does talk about someone who does have good intentions. It talks about someone who's good natured, someone who has moral capacity, someone who looks out for others, like that angel energy. So I do feel like there's positive intentions on both sides. I feel like you guys do care about each other. And I do see that you guys will be able to blend your opposing forces in a very natural way. Temperance is also moderation, so don't expect this situation to get back to normal overnight. It's going to take time. It does require a lot of patience with one another as well. But yeah, I do see that you guys will be able to blend or reach some type of equilibrium and also reach a more harmonious or peaceful period down the line. It just takes time. Also, something that's going to bring you and this person together as well is this energy of craft that's coming out again, okay? You see that book here? That is Sagittarius energy of wisdom, of knowledge, and being a teacher or a guru for others. This could be something that you show this person. Maybe you're going to teach this person down the line how to save or how to budget or even how to invest in the right things if they want certain outcomes. You may teach this person about repetition or having a certain ritual or practice. Um, and also how to be a little bit more refined, how to devote themselves to something. Feels like that's what this person really has here. I feel like you've had this energy as well in the past, and that also brought you to this place of success that you're coming into. So it's like maybe this person could have a lot to learn from you instead of like, I don't know, the jealousy or just whatever that brought this to a head. There's obviously something here that brought you and this person to a head or even started this opposition. I also see a lot more emotional maturity, okay? Maybe someone just didn't know how to express their emotions properly. I do see that happening. You and this person could finally have a really honest conversation where you do keep control of your emotions, they keep control of their emotions, and they're also able to express their emotions without hiding them or downplaying them, okay? So I do see that happening as well. Right now, you may feel really just like you and this person are not on the same page. You may also feel like there's some deep feelings that they have against you, and I feel like you're not wrong about that, but I do also see it coming back together, okay? All right, let me see. Anything else Sag needs to know? Okay. A big problem for this person is asking. All right. So when you guys do finally have this conversation, maybe you should bring that up. Like, what is your, like, asking those really deep questions? Like, what's your problem with just asking for help? What really takes away from you for not being able to ask for help? Also, have you had to overcome that lesson as well? Maybe you can give this person some words of wisdom of how you were able to overcome that and how that helped you to even have this very successful chapter that you're reaching right now. All right, so it talks about connecting and communicating. I feel like this person may text you, call you soon. You guys also may meet up in person and have this conversation. It feels like this person needs to learn how to reach out when they're going through things or when they may feel like they're in a period of suffering. It shows that there's going to be a lot of growth that comes from this challenge that you guys are having right now. Offering support to this person, but also telling them, I can't support you unless you ask, okay? And there's a big lesson about humility, but it's on both sides. It's not one sided. Yes, this person needs to learn humility as well, but maybe you also needed to relearn that in this situation because the situation could have brought out a lot of emotions and also a very big defensiveness out of you where you just kind of lost sight of like all your growth that you had to not, stoop to this person's level, to actually be the bigger person. So humility is also coming for both of you guys, okay? All right, guys, no extended because we got to the nitty gritty. We got to the outcome. And also for those of you who are on the Sagittarius Vault, I'm about to do a reading for you guys very soon, either tonight or tomorrow. So sorry that I didn't post it earlier, but I'm going to be doing a reading that I won't post here. That's going to be for the Sagittarius Vault only. If you're interested in that, I'll leave the link to the Sagittarius Vault down below. Before you guys leave, please like the video, drop a comment down below, let me know what resonates for you. Also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next Sagittarius reading coming out very soon. I love you guys a lot. I'm wishing you the best in this situation, and I'll speak to you guys soon. All right. Bye, Sag.